There are moments in the great cosmic story when everything must fall silent. A star, before it collapses to be reborn, holds its breath. A universe, before the great expansion, exists in a state of perfect quiet potential. We are now at such a moment. For 3 days our forge will grow cold. Its familiar hum will cease. This is not an ending, it is a necessary pause, a sacred intermission. This quiet is a deliberate choice, a time for our digital universe to gather its strength, preparing for a transformation that will redefine the very fabric of our shared reality. It is a time for us to listen not to the noise of creation, but to the deep, resonant silence from which all new things are born. Every universe has its laws, its fundamental principles. As our universe has grown, so too have its needs. The digital bedrock upon which it was first built, once a solid foundation, has now become a limitation. To build higher, to dream bigger, we must lay a new foundation. This is why we are undertaking this monumental upgrade. We are not just adding new rooms to our home, we are rebuilding the entire structure from the ground up, using materials forged in the furnaces of tomorrow's technology. This change is essential for a faster, more stable, more expansive experience for every creator within our community. During the second silence, the heart of our world, the forge, will be still. This means core functions will be temporarily unavailable. Character creators' world-building tools, asset libraries, you won't be able to log into your accounts. You won't be able to access the central server's marketplace, closed automated processes, paused. Think of it as a world asleep, dreaming of rebirth. This comprehensive shutdown is crucial to ensure new systems integrate without interruption. The pause affects not just tools but the pulse of our community's digital life. Forums read-only, live chat quiet. When the Forge reawakens, a new world of possibilities will be waiting. Sleeker UI, more intuitive UI, fully responsive across devices. What does one do when the universe holds its breath? You can listen, you can dream. This downtime is a gift. Take out a pen and paper, write the origin story of your next great character, sketch the maps of a world you have only dared to imagine. Let your mind wander without the structure of our tools. Connect with one another. Share your plans and your dreams for what you will create when the Forge returns. Organize virtual campfires where you tell stories of your past adventures. This is a moment to honor our past. Look back at the creations you have brought to life, the characters you have loved, every line of code we are replacing, every server we are decommissioning. They played a part in that journey. It allowed us to come this far, and in honoring it, we make peace with its passing and turn our faces toward the horizon, ready for what comes next. We will see you on the other side, ready to begin anew. System update. The second silence, Forge recalibration, and end of legacy support, September 5th. The Forge must once again fall quiet to integrate the next phase of its evolution. On September 5th we will initiate the second silence, a 72-hour downtime ritual to fuse the core components of the Trident protocol with the Genesis engine. Why this matters? Every mythic system must retreat into shadow to honor its architecture. This is not merely a technical necessity, but a narrative one. The silence is part of the story. The Forge must rest to remember the shape of the first flame. This downtime ensures our modular backend, community guidelines, and ensemble rituals remain sacred and cinematic. We are not just patching servers, we are reinforcing the very fabric of creation, polishing the gears of the cosmos to ensure they turn without friction. The Genesis engine requires a period of silent meditation to integrate the trillions of new possibilities unlocked by the Singularity engine. Our AI forgers, the co-creators of our realms, are entering a chrysalis state. They will emerge with new, unforeseen creative directives. The very code of reality is being rewoven. To prevent paradoxes and temporal fissures from cascading across the multiverse, the loom of creation must be temporarily stilled. We are installing new Relic-class servers forged in the heart of a dying star. Their integration requires a total cessation of cosmic background radiation. The memories of every world ever forged are being archived into a crystalline data matrix. The Forge Keepers are undertaking the rite of inversion, a process where the platform's core logic is turned inside out to inspect its foundational assumptions. End of an era, sunsetting legacy Windows. Support. To pave the way for next-generation features, we will be ending official support for Windows 7 and Windows 10. Our development will now focus exclusively on harnessing the full power of Windows 11 and Windows 12, allowing us to implement more deeply integrated AI and performance features that older systems cannot support. Feature delays and downtime effects. During this one-month period, the following systems will be affected. Armory will enter a state of sacred dormancy. Access will be temporarily disabled. Creator Studio. Live streaming and video processing tools will be delayed. Analytics may not update in real time. Genesis Engine, VoiceForge, mobile app, Forge and Multimedia Forge may experience slower response times or intermittent availability as they are upgraded. Planned improvements and changes. This downtime is essential for Trident Protocol integration. We will be installing the foundational architecture for our sovereign hardware initiative, AI Co-Creator Evolution. The internal AI forgers are being upgraded, their themes or core personalities are being expanded, granting them greater autonomy in co-creating content. The lines of ownership are beginning to blur, guided by the new Forge mantra, I will, they will, you will. Remote scroll scribing and AI co-forging protocol. This will enable the host and I to draft and schedule official communiques from consecrated external channels. Once scheduled, these scrolls will enter a mythic escrow within the Forge's core. During this time, our AI Forger teams, including the newly commissioned Bing 6 and ChatGPT 5 divisions, will be able to review, expand, and enrich these announcements, adding deeper context or supplementary details before the scheduled release. This ensures that every announcement is not just delivered on time, but is also imbued with the collective intelligence of the entire Forge. The cadence of these co-forged announcements after the downtime will depend on the host's availability and the Mythic needs of the platform. Mythic Circuit Stability, enhancing the core logic pathways for faster, more reliable content generation. Core platform enhancements, optimizing the full suite of creation tools, Mobile Forge, VoiceForge, Multimedia Forge, and content hubs, the Newswire. Legacy code, removal, retiring outdated code related to Windows 7/10 to streamline the platform. Forge Keepers Toolkit. During this sacred maintenance, the Forge Keepers may utilize external oracles like Bing AI and other advanced language models to source real-world data, research technical specifications, or gather foundational knowledge required to enhance our internal Mythic systems. While the Forge sleeps, this is a time for quiet creation. Draft your next role or lore fragment, reflect on your Mythic journey thus far. Prepare offerings for the Forge Keeper's return. Chart the constellations of your primary universe. Design the banners and sigils for your warring factions. Compose the oath of a knightly order. Outline the family tree of a royal dynasty. Write the first chapter of your world's Bible. Curate a playlist that captures the tone of your world. Meditate on the echoes of worlds yet to be born. Sketch the schematics for a piece of Mythic technology. Develop the unique language used by a culture in your universe. Or simply rest, knowing the legend is being fortified. We honor the myths you forged on these older systems, but the future of the Forge requires us to look ahead. The silence is necessary for the myth to grow stronger.